All right, welcome to Deluxe, our training for Every Door Direct Mail. What's neat about Every Door Direct is everyone gets it. But what's complicated about software, typically it's not that easy. But for this training, we're going to show you that it's easy, and along the way we'll share some benefits. So Every Door Direct Mail could also, acronym-wise, could be Every Door Defined Mail. So with Every Door Direct, you can actually pick that neighborhood, pick that area, pick the streets that you blast and send to everybody. So creation of that, we want to make sure it's simple. So with Deluxe Branded Marketing, as you get in, one of the first things that you'll find is that I'm going to do Every Door Direct Mail or I'm going to do Direct Mail. Both are fantastic. If you want those statistics, here's the call to action. When you're done watching this, send me an email or a text and I will respond with the statistics for you, what the Direct Marketing Association tells us. So we can go over those, but to get to the point of training, do this. It's easy and it's simple and it's really affordable. So the first thing you want to do is pick the size of your marketing piece. With direct mail, there's a bunch of options. With Every Door Direct, not that you're limited, but here's what the deal is. You can do 6 1/4 by 9 up to 11 1/2 by 15. And a couple different sizes in between there. But the one, it's all personal preference. I like the 8 by 10, kind of a nice size, a little bit bigger than everything else in the mailbox. You want to stand out because Every Door Direct, there's a lot of variables around your Every Door Direct. And we want to make sure when you do marketing, there's as limited variables as possible. You want to make sure you have a direct message and expect a direct response. So the creation of this piece is, a lot of it's automated. So your profile, whatever you set up in the Deluxe profile for yourself, your picture, your logo, your contact information, all automatically populates to the marketing piece. But again, as I said, 8 by 10, kind of a personal favorite. So we go that route. I kind of feel like the bigger the piece for Eddm specifically, the more bang for the buck kind of thing. So completely personal choice. As you create the marketing piece, like I said, all of the automation is going to be there for you to attach everything to it. We'll go ahead and click order on the 8 by 10, for example. And then you're going to kind of look at the proof, if you will. But first we want to name it. So name the order. We'll call this one Big Fish Lake. And as I get that set ready to go, I go into the actual final process to say, hey, John, here's your proof. This is what it's looking like. Make sure it all looks good. Well, make sure you look good. So combine with your picture, gang. I know the picture is important, but make sure you have a good call to action. And that is something that is probably the most important piece on your marketing is the call to action, is what you want them to do. If they finally looked at it and they got to that call to action, make sure that message is powerful and obvious and easy. So we're basically saying, okay, I got your coding type. I'm going to do matte. I'm going to do, let's see, we'll try 500. I definitely want to do matte coding. No additional charge for that. Let's go with 130 pound stock cover. No additional charge. I want this delivered to me because that's the only thing you have to do next. Once you get the order, you got to bring it to the post office. So we'll talk about that briefly in a second. So I check it out. I got my ground. I got my order. Everything looks good. Which I like bundled in packs of 100. Yes, I like that. So I have 5 packs of 100. That's easy for my carrier to distribute. Look at my options here. Everything looks good. Got my price. So look at that, 284 bucks for 500 pieces, a little over 50 cents a piece for nice glossy 8. That's great. So now, do you want a notification when it goes out? Well, sure, I want to know it goes out. That's the other thing. When you do anything automation-wise, you got to make sure that you stay involved in the process. Just a little hint. So it's got the approval, final piece of the process. Yes, I like this. Check for errors. Deluxe will look out for you. Eddm is something I think everyone should look into. But remember 2 things. You have to be consistent with any marketing that you do. But when you're doing farming marketing, without a doubt, that has to be a persistent, consistent, long-term expectation. Don't expect things to happen in 3 months. Now, it could. It could very well get the right person at the right time, but you'll get the right person at the right time over time. So your order's all set, 284 bucks. You're good to go. Last piece, post office carrier, relationships started. We actually have a really nice kid that just started. We had one that had 11 years. Now we have a new postal guy. So a relationship with the carrier is so important. So when you stop by the post office to drop it off to the postmaster, hey, would you make sure that Mike gets this? He told me to give you a kind of a heads up, and then put some cookies in for the whole post office or something. Get creative, establish the relationship. Eddm works if you're consistent, you have great calls to action, and you have a great company like Deluxe to help you out. Thanks for watching.